I am here to discuss working with a large worksheet, navigating it. Second half of this video will be about filtering. I have this big spreadsheet here. I hit the page down a couple of times and you're not seeing the header rows. Other thing too, I have this zoomed up really big. And if I go over here, I'm seeing more people over here, or more columns I should say. And you can do different things of locking things down. And what it is, for example, let's say I need to see the dates here, or I'll go through this twice. I'm going to click on View. I say Freeze Panes. If I say the top row, I always have that. I'm going to go back to the beginning. I hit Control and the Home key. Now let's say I need to know the date as I'm navigating to the right. And to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Freeze Panes. I'm going to unfreeze them. But I need to know the day there, and I click on, I'm on View, I go to Freeze Panes, and I could say Freeze Panes. What it does here, page down. Now watch this. I keep going to the right with the arrow key. I always have the date showing up. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit. I go into the lower right hand corner. There's a plus and a minus there. I hit the minus a couple of times. Now if I want to get to the bottom row here, I might have to add more data here. I would hit the end key, the down arrow. It brings me there. Page up brings you up a full screen. You do not have these keys on the Mac. Some of them may have it. What I would say, if you're working with a Mac laptop, you have a huge spreadsheet, I would strongly suggest buying a wireless keyboard, plugging it in. It will work with the same functionality. So I'm in there. Now what I want to do, if you want to, you could use the arrow keys here. Let's say I want to highlight the data. I need to highlight this whole spreadsheet for some reason, and using the mouse is a little bit of a pain in the neck. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you another shortcut here. I'm in here, and then I want to highlight the whole spreadsheet. I hit the shift key, the down arrow, then I hit the end key, then the down arrow. I'm all the way at the bottom row. I hit the end key, the right arrow. Everything is selected. I don't want to select it. I just click any place. Another thing you could do, let's say you just need to highlight a specific range and you probably had too much coffee and you can't highlight everything. What I could do here, I could click here, put my finger on the shift key, go into the lower right hand corner. I have highlighted that data. So that is the part about working with navigating. End down arrow takes you to the bottom, end up arrow takes you to the top row, and end right arrow takes you over there. However, if you have something blank in here, and I'm just going to delete this, and I hit the end right arrow, it's only going to take me there. There's a blank cell there. I'm just going to do the undo here, end right arrow. And if you ever have blank data or a blank column here and somebody decides to make this look attractive with that little row in there, in column I should say, in between, and you're doing that, you're going to have a problem. I'm going to delete that column. Right click, delete. Next thing I want to talk about is filtering the data. This is relatively easy. And what it is here, I'm in the spreadsheet here. To do this, I click on the tab called Data. I'm working with Office 2016/365. It works very similar with all of the versions here, going back to 2007. But I might want to analyze what branch had things in here. So I'm on Data. I just click on that funnel, the filter. Get these little drop down arrows here. I click under branch here. And let's say I just want to know what's going on the west side. Uncheck west side. Okay. And you can see how it has narrowed down the rows. You're seeing random numbers here. If I go down here It's a lot shorter in actuality here. I'm just holding this down really fast. You could see that. Now let's say I want to know what were the new accounts in here. And you don't have to highlight anything, but I just click on that drop down arrow here, and I'm going to just say unselect that new. It's narrowed down even more. Now let's say I want to find all the new accounts that are over, let's say, $4,000, okay? I can go into here, into the amount here, and then I uncheck this. I click on number filters here. I could say greater than or equal to, or I could say greater than. I said greater than 4,000. You don't need to type the commas in. So we're seeing all the information here. We still have quite a few things in here, but now let's say I want to narrow it down into a savings account. So we're finding everything that happened in the west side with savings accounts more than $4,000 that were open. That is the beauty of the filtering. You could also do this with pivot tables. Some people might find this slightly more user-friendly. And let's say I have done everything. You could see how the rows are all random. I want to get rid of this. All I do is click on the funnel up here. Everything is done.